Irene, the World Economic Forum is launching today the Mexico Competitiveness Report, which will form the basis of discussion at a special workshop on competitiveness held on the 22nd of June in Mexico City. What are Mexico's strengths in respect to competitiveness?
Well, Mexico is one of the largest economies in Latin America, is a country of large potential with a unique geographic position, an expanding internal market and a large external market. Is a country which is displaying one of the most sophisticated business sector in the region, which is competing international with a lot of success. Also, it is a country which is now showing very good macroeconomic fundamentals thanks to a very competent and prudent macroeconomic management in the last 2 decades, which is quite good, you know, at times in times as nowadays of crisis. So basically, really a lot of good element for Mexico competitiveness assessment.
What are Mexico's weaknesses?
Well, there are indeed a number of weaknesses which need to be addressed in priority, notably the perceived quality of institutions, the efficiency of government, the level of public ethics, and the violence, which is really perceived as one of the main obstacles to doing business in the country nowadays. There are also some still rigidities in the labor and goods and services market. This is actually providing a powerful incentive for informality in Mexico, and also it is really translating in higher costs for consumers and a number of inefficiency. Also, the standard of education are perceived as being quite low with respect especially to OECD standards, and this is a problem because Mexico is actually currently in efficiency-based stage of development, so it should really focus on efficient production, and so it needs a pool of qualified human resources. So there are a number of weaknesses which are still afflicting the country and which needs to be addressed, and we hope this report is going to help in that sense.
So how can this report and the workshop on Monday address these shortcomings?
Well, the idea of the report is to provide a general assessment of Mexico competitiveness landscape, highlighting strengths and weaknesses, and we hope to help the public sector in its reform agenda, and also all relevant stakeholders, private and public sector, in defining better roadmap towards increased competitiveness. Also, we hope it stands as a reminder of the importance of keeping focusing on long-term goals, which in times of crisis, at times it's a challenge because people tend to focus on short-term emergency measures.